Choi.
Choi Club, come join us at the Choi Club. Choi Club, come take a load off at the Choi Club.
Hey, how's it going? Today is another episode of Karaoke Chronicles, and we have rainy backdrop, and it's pretty cool. I think everyone agrees. Yeah. We have somebody special with us, a newbie to the podcast. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi. My name is Shanita. I am a karaoke junkie. This is Karaoke Anonymous now. Okay.
Yeah. This is an intervention act.
I've been in the Dayton area for about 10 years, and I've been doing karaoke with Limelight for the last 3-4 years now.
About 3, yeah. Yep.
3 years.
Oh, you're part of that.
She was an
part of the Zen
OG regular.
I was
Zen
on Robert Granada is where I first started.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Been stalking them ever since.
No, it's been fun having Shanita along for sure.
Yeah.
Really, really talented singer, supportive of everything that we're trying to do in the community, and I always tell her she hands out more of my business cards than I do, I think, which is saying something because I hand out a lot.
I love the company. Okay, if I hear somebody that can sing, here you go, Limelight, the best in Dayton. I know it's a fact, so yeah, I'm going to pass out cards anytime.
That's where I'm at. You know, it's promoting us in a way. You know, it's our thing.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
If I can say that. I mean,
no, 100%, man. It is our thing.
I don't want to be overly sappy about it, but it's a family.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
100%, man. And it's growing by the month, which is cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, glad to have Shanita along.
Yeah. She's
happy to be here.
She's one of the few people that I like, but when she starts singing, I just want to grab her neck and say, why wasn't I born that good? You know what I mean? She's amazing.
She is amazing. You need to give yourself more credit too, man.
Okay?
Yeah.
We all have our own style that just makes karaoke a wonderful experience for everyone. Because if we all sounded the same, it just wouldn't be that fun, you know. Yeah,
but which brings me to that point where, as much as we project that, I mean, I am genuinely and honestly just want to have fun when I sing. Yeah. But there's a slice or a smidgen in us that turns into someone a little competitive when someone actually is good.
For sure.
That you haven't heard before and then just belts out this whatever song they're doing. Mm-hmm. And then your first reaction is, he's good. Now I hate him. I want to go home and practice a song that might, end up me outdoing him. But it's just a sliver in me at least.
Sure.
But do you get that too?
Oh, 100%, man. I think probably all of us kind of do. I mean, in my opinion, I know Shanita and I have talked about this, I talk to a lot of the regulars when I'm breaking down at the end of the night about music and life and whatever. And I think if you use it in a certain way, it can benefit everybody. I think we all push each other to get better. I hear somebody new that's good, which happens, I mean, when I'm doing this every night of the week, just about, I hear it all the time. Like, there'll be somebody new that comes in. Whoops. Sorry about that. There'll be somebody. There'll be somebody new. Baseball. Right now, there'll be somebody new that comes in, and I'm just like, who is this person? And where do they come from? Where have they been hiding for the last 3 years? Yeah. Like, and I'll even think like, man, pretty good. I gotta go. When I get home tonight, I'm practicing. I'm gonna go through my techniques. I'm gonna go through my exercises. But what's nice about it is if you don't look at it as a competition thing, but as a thing is where that person can maybe do something I can't do, or has a quality in the voice that I don't have, or can do this run that I can figure it out. There's usually technical ways if you're a singer and that's your craft. Like there's usually ways to learn how to do it. It's just a matter of finding the right path. So it's just like you get better by proximity by the people that are around you, I think. And I think we've all made each other better.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong about improving oneself. And then that's where my cutoff is. I want to end up, like when I say I hate a good singer when I see them in your shows, I don't actually hate them.
No, I know what you mean, though.
I just go, holy shit. I mean, this person's good. And do you get that too? I mean,
yeah. I mean, if I hear somebody that sounds just amazing, for me, during the karaoke competition, I want to have wonderful singers to compete against. You know, if I lose to them, I will be able to, you know, take it with pride because I know that they're fantastic, you know. So I will say, hey, where have you been all my life? Once a month we do these karaoke competitions, Limelight Entertainment, look them up, go, because I want to compete against them. There are some that I'm terrified of. For sure. I'm absolutely terrified of them, but I still love the fact that I get to share a space with them and that, you know, I must be good enough if I'm able to stand toe-to-toe with them in a sense.
Oh, yeah.
And one thing before we move on, we should have clarified, Shanita is the round 1 winner of our year-long contest. So the Limelight contest that's been going on all year long, that's culminating in the December top 10 soon in a couple of months. Shanita was our first round winner. So
yeah, and Joe promised her $1 million from Limelight.
1 million.
Yeah.
$1 million for the podcast, actually. Yeah.
I feel like $1 million.
Wait, are you up tonight? Are you? No, she won.
No,
She
I
won,
can't.
yeah.
They banned me from
I was going to
competing
say,
again.
if you are, I mean, you wouldn't want to.
So she gets to tonight, she gets to just be on the winner's, you know, like on the TV shows, the winner's couch. She gets to hang out, just have a couple drinks, watch the comp and watch who she's going to be competing against in December,
Yeah,
the next
scoping out
person.
the competition, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do.
And give them the Aki fruit.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I have like a Caribbean background. Half of my family's Jamaican, the other half is Grenadian. And there's the national fruit of Jamaica is this. It's a fruit, but it acts like more like a vegetable. It's called ackee. And if you ingest it when it's unripe, it is poisonous and it will kill you. So, you know, if your husband gets a little feisty, you know, divorce is not allowed, you know, you might sprinkle that in his food. Don't do that. Do not recommend it. Please, that is not legal advice. You didn't get it from me.
We're going to try to edit that out. So you have to eat it when it's ripe.
Unripe. So
Unripe.
like, so when it's like, well, you want to wait for it to actually open up because then you'll see the black seeds. So if it's closed, that's how you know it's not time to eat it.
Oh,
I mean, you could eat it.
I thought it sprouts out with the Best Buy date on it. Like,
No.
Best Buy.
No, you don't. If it's not spread out open with the black seeds on the inside, then you don't want to eat that. But
okay.
If it's open, then you can cook it. It tastes like eggs. You can have it with like salty fish.
Fruit that tastes like eggs.
It does not taste like a fruit at all. It's more like a vegetable.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's a fruit because it grows on a tree, but it tastes like more of a vegetable. It tastes like eggs. It's delicious, though. Expensive, too, though. You got to
Yeah, we just turned this thing into a TED Talk.
Yeah, right?
But I'm glad to hear from you that you have the same reaction as I do when I see someone phenomenal up on stage, you know? Because I thought that I mentally checked myself like, dude, it's not a contest. Don't get into that mindset or I'm going to try to outdo them. Because I mean, we all agree that there's someone out there that sounds better than you. No matter how old you are. Yeah.
Always. Yep. 100% of the time, man. That's yeah. I mean, that's why I keep doing that. Sorry about that. That's why that's why I think lessons are important. You know, that's why I encourage people to get lessons if it's something that you enjoy doing, you know. So it makes a big difference. Made a big difference for me, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad for that segue because I'm thinking of a way to segue into that.
Oh, I got a good story for that. Yeah, but go ahead.
Shanita, did you take any lessons or you're just innately good at?
I mean, I was in the choir when I was younger for a little bit. I'd move around every 2 years, so I didn't really stick around with that. Did a couple musical plays, but nothing major. I just decided to do karaoke because I like to sing, and I was just bored and, you know, a mom, and I just wanted to have my own identity, and I just love to be with other people, so I just decided to just go out and do karaoke, and it's been history ever since. So no, I'm not classically trained at all. I just scream in a microphone. That's what I do.
You do it pretty well.
If we were to do your 23andMe, it would say belter.
Belter, yeah. Screamer, yeller.
Like me and Joe and I talked about this. Like, you did take lessons, right?
Yeah. So my and it's crazy to me that Shanita's never been
I know.
formally trained, professionally
Now I
trained.
hate her more.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, Shanita, if you ever did, just spend 6 months with a coach, it would be crazy. But my aha moment was when I went back in 2016, I think, 2015, 2016, when I drove to Atlanta to try out for The Voice, and was in a mix with, I don't know, probably 15,000 people that were there that day. And randomly, you just end up with a random group. And I'm thinking when I'm driving there the whole time, I'm confident. I'm like, man, I don't know. I go to a lot of karaoke bars. I'm usually one of the better ones. That probably equates to The Voice, right?
Yeah.
That was where my mind was when I'm
That's how
driving.
it
Just
translates,
happily, I'm
yeah.
like driving 600 miles or however long it is to get to Atlanta and fighting traffic. That's what's in my mind. And then I got up at some ungodly 3:45 in the morning or something to go stand in a line that wrapped around this huge convention center. And probably within 15 minutes of being in that line and just hearing random people do vocal warm-ups that we're going to be in line for hours. I'm like, people were doing vocal, just from hearing people do their warm-ups, I could tell I didn't belong there. I was like, dude, I'm not mad about it. I don't feel any type of way. I'm going to enjoy this experience for what it is, but I don't belong here right now. Like, these people are so far beyond what I know how to do. And I could tell when I heard them that they could do things with their vocals that I just, like, no. I mean, I can hit notes and I can do some runs, but as far as all this crazy control and rain, it was different. And so I did make it through one little preliminary cut that day, which honestly surprised me. And then I was sent home packing. But when I got home, I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is something that I was just kind of finding my style as a singer. I was starting to get into the soul and, that kind of thing. And I was just like, okay, I really do think I think I can get better because I feel like I can be like those people. I just wasn't there then. And so I found a coach and just took one-on-one private lessons coaching and really just learned the basics. I've been singing my whole life, and I literally was learning the basics of how to do it right, and I'd been doing it wrong my whole life. And fortunately for me, I've been making it more difficult for my whole life. And so when I learned it, I was like, oh, this is actually way easier. So next thing you know, this whole entire catalog of genres and songs that I've never been able to do, now I can do them. And I spend the next 10 years to this day, still getting better and working. And anytime I'm in a slump, anytime something's not going right, anytime I'm hearing myself like, man, something's not right, I don't sound as good as I normally do. And I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, it happens sometimes. And inevitably, 100% of the time, it goes back to one of those foundational things that he taught me. That's probably singing 101. And that's what I'm doing. I'm screwing something up at that level. And then it trickles up or down or however you want to call that. But yeah, so I tell people all the time at karaoke show, when I hear somebody that's really good, or I can tell they're very passionate about what they're doing, I'll ask, like, hey, have you ever taken lessons? And if they say no, it's like, hey, this isn't an insult. Take lessons.
Maybe you should have introed with that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to insult you, but
I just word for word, I heard that.
Yeah, I probably should. But it's more impactful if you don't.
Compliment. Yeah.
You need to take some lessons.
I can tell you're not a professional singer, but this is not an insult.
Yeah. Come here, let me whisper something to you real quick. What are you doing here, man? Take some lessons.
And how long have you been singing? Like, at what point in your life did you say, and I love doing this? I love.
Well, I liked singing when I was 12. And then I was doing a school-wide competition, and the whole entire school laughed at me. It was We Need Love by Rihanna. Embarrassing. Stopped singing for a good 4 or 5 years. I did a little talent show competition. didn't really work out that well, and I kind of just shut down after that, and then I just started back up when I was like 21. I was just like,
What?
21, yes.
Yeah, it's
It's a 9-year vocal hibernation.
Yeah, so I said, after that talent show competition when I was 16, I said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't have a good voice. I don't sound good. I suck. And then, when I was 21, I'm like, hey, this is a bar full of drunk people. They don't care. I could just scream in a microphone, do what I love, sing some Nirvana,
Oh, I've seen and heard.
that was my first Sunita song I heard.
You
Smells
own
Like
the
Teen
stage.
Spirit.
Like Kurt Cobain just shakes it and it's great.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for the man, so I have to do the song right. And if I don't, I get so mad.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that. She's she's competitive. She's more competitive than. But see, the thing is, she's like me. She's less competitive toward other people and more
Myself.
competitive with herself.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, as much as I joke about, I hate this. No, it's towards me. How can I make a better representation of myself when I'm out there?
Well, the thing is, I think sometimes, if you're a singer, like we are, like you know when you can do it. It's like I can do that. I can be that good. I know I can. I just need to figure out how to do it. And like you stay in that mindset, all of a sudden you start getting a lot better.
I think this. It just popped in my head. But me, when I do a song, especially at your show, and I get applause.
Oh, that.
I've always been awkward with it. I don't know to bow, to wave.
We
slither back into my table.
We should come up with something right here and right now that we do, because I think we all kind of feel that way.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to do with applause either. Like I always just turn around and go back.
I always
Thank you very much.
Me,
Go sit down.
Yeah, I don't want to be like a peacock with the feather, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I took lessons.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, but at the same time, I just don't want to be this little awkward, little overfed goblin. I just quick wave and then go back to the table. That's why I sit with, hello, Big Daddy Bill.
Big Daddy Bill.
Because it's right in front of the stage, and
Yep. Yeah, they really
handle it. You handle it with grace. You just.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, there you go. After, what's that song? Teen Spirit?
Oh, yeah.
Teen Spirit,
Yeah.
Got rocking out.
Yeah, and then, thank you. Yeah.
No, it's great, man. It's we should. To me, the only awkward part, or the only not awkward part of singing a song is singing the song.
Yeah.
I'm fine. When I'm singing, I'm good. It's like everything before and after that, and I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my face. I don't know what to do with any of it. So that's why I give you the turnaround, just to thank you very much, and then turn around and walk back to my table because I don't know what else to do. It's like,
Elvis style. Thank you.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm okay.
It's always been awkward. I'm going to karaoke bars for decades. It always has been a problem with me. I'm more okay with no applause, and I just go back to my table.
Yeah.
But
We should come up with a bow.
Yeah.
I wonder how that'd work.
Like just some over-exaggerated bow. I don't know. Like something that's so
Curtsy.
out of character.
Curtsy, yeah.
Curtsy, yeah. I like that.
With an invisible skirt every time.
Yes.
That'll work.
Next time.
Next time.
Okay.
You heard it first.
You heard it first.
There you go.
This has always been my favorite part of the whole conversation is the weirdest part, or the weirdest experience you've had with karaoke.
That's a tough one for me. I mean, you would think it wouldn't be, since I'm in a bar almost every night, and one of the, I'm sober, so I'm the one seeing everything that goes on. But weirdest karaoke thing. I don't know that I can come up with a single thing, but one thing I think is funny, a phenomenon that I noticed is like when somebody has like a song that they always sing, and it just start to refer it to as your song. Mm-hmm. Like somebody came up and actually asked me if they could sing "Lose Control" the other day, and I was like, I didn't write it.
I mean, but it is your song to everybody. Whoever works with Limelight, you hear him sing Loose Control, it's like, yeah, that's his song.
I wish I wrote it.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, I'm not Teddy.
Yeah, I'm not Teddy Swims. I need a few more face tats for that. But no, I mean, I think that's it's not necessarily a weird thing. It's kind of a funny thing that because I know I've had people get mad when somebody sings something like that's my. What do you want me to do? Tell them they can't sing it because, like, you might show up? Like, you know? Sorry, man, you can't sing that when, like, so-and-so might be here at some point in time tonight. He comes about once a month. You know, you never know.
Violating a copyright that he doesn't own.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, so weird experience on the spot is hard for some reason. It's hard. Maybe it's because there's so many, they all blend together. But for some reason, that is in my mind right now. And I think it's not necessarily a funny or weird experience, but a weird trend that I've noticed that people just like, yeah, they think it's weird. Like they try to claim songs, and it's like, yeah, man, like this is like, I mean, like Carafun. This is Carafun. This is karaoke, man. Like you can't just like say I wrote Tennessee Whiskey. It's my song. No one else can sing it.
So I had that, but in the reverse. I walked in and DJ said, "Hey, you can't do this song because you already sang it."
Oh, yeah.
I don't care any less.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I don't care. Like, that'll happen sometimes. Like, especially with you take a song like My Way. A lot of people like to sing Sinatra's My Way.
Oh, in the Philippines, people get killed over that. Seriously. Yeah.
Really?
Seriously. Someone got stabbed. I mean,
what?
It happened more than once. Not with the same guy, because you can only die once. I know that much. But they get into fights because My Way is such a signature song.
Yeah.
It's such a big thing from Philippines. The karaoke, like I mentioned before, I mean it's almost a religion with us.
Yeah. Oh, that's part of your religion I identify with, and in that part.
Yeah.
In that case.
Justice, apparently, you know.
Yeah, you got to do it right. But yeah, I mean, I'll let people sing something twice. I don't care. I'm getting paid anyway. I'm there, you know. I'm there from X amount of time, no matter what you sing. I don't care. But like, if you, but I tell people like, hey, somebody already sang it. I don't care. You can do it again. But just letting you know, like somebody already sang it. So if you want to sing it again, just know. They might even still be here. I don't know. You know.
Yeah. Karaoke doesn't have it's not written on. It's not carved on stone as to what the etiquette is.
Mm-hmm. No, it should be.
The venue, though, sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Like some of the crowd, they're like, oh, we heard the song already. But, you know, others are like, we don't care. We want to hear the song 10 more times by 10 different people. So
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
A duet.
Good point.
And the DJ says, oh, that counts as your turn. It's a duet. It's one song.
Oh, yeah.
But it's different with other venues. I mean, but I don't
That's
want to
the
go
DJ, yeah.
I don't want to go to a karaoke bar and bring my own rule. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a loophole that people have tried many times. Because I'll tell people, like, you can bring anybody you want on your turn. I don't care. Warren, if it's your turn, you want to bring Shanita up, that's fine. And then Shanita, you want to bring Warren up on your turn, that's fine. Yeah. But what I can't do is when they were like, okay, we put my name in, and then put me and Shanita in as a duet. Like, you can't do that. Like, okay, no, you're just getting an extra turn. Actually, you know, that little conversation did sort of lead me into one of the, I'll say more satisfying, maybe not weird, but a satisfying experience I had on those lines was, I'll leave the venue out, but somebody was wanting to pay me a decent amount of money to move them up in the rotation to be that. Yeah.
Someone tried to bribe you.
Yeah. Like, and it was, I think it was $50 he was only like 5 or 6 people away. And I'm like, dude, you're like less than 20 minutes away. Why are you trying to give me $50? I'm leaving. My Uber's on the way. I need to sing now. So eventually I'm like, dude, I'm not taking your money because my rotation's on the TV screen. Everybody here knows where it is. And I had 40 something singers that night. It was a busy night.
You don't want to sell your integrity.
No.
65 maybe.
65.
Yeah, that's
65 is kind of where I start to waver now. But no, I mean, but he got a little combative with me and he got worked up and was just like, I can't believe you're not going to take, you know. And I'm like, all right, man. And I tried to explain it to him. Like, there's everybody here. These are regulars. They know when their turn is. They're gonna know I moved you up, and they're not gonna get mad at you. They're gonna get mad at me. They're gonna be gathering at my table, wondering what I'm doing
with pitchforks.
Yeah, for sure. You know. So and rightfully so. And so he kept arguing. So finally, I said, okay, man. I'll tell you what. I was like, after this singer, I'll turn the music down. And I'll give you the mic, and you can take the microphone and you can face the room and tell them why your turn is more important than theirs. If you want to do that, here you go. And he didn't want the mic. He didn't want to do it.
Well, some people are just shameless. They would. And some people would have done.
Yeah, he didn't, because there was a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't like 5 or 6 people. It was a lot of faces looking back. And he wanted nothing to do with that, and he got in his Uber.
Oh, here's my Uber.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm going to use that one from here on. But I don't have that. Usually, 99% of the shows, people know what to expect, and they're cool, they're patient. But every now and then you gotta do something like that to get somebody. Yeah, man, you can't make it about you. So
Yeah.
So what's your weirdest one?
Oh, well, I would say I don't really have like a weird one. I mean, I like that we have like at one venue a gang of grannies that show up.
Oh yeah.
Like there's people that are they're not actually elderly people, but they're young people dressed as old people.
Thank you for explaining.
Yes, with the gray wig and the sticks and the canes and the gowns and things like that. So that's always fun.
There
to
is
see,
And just for
granny
funsies.
day, like a group of female friends, of course.
Yeah.
And then they dress up as grandmothers and just walk around dating.
Apparently they've done it more than once though. So
No, they have.
I'm like, okay, so this is their thing. Let's show up to this night karaoke. We're gonna all dress up as grannies and just give everybody a laugh. I love that. And that's what I love about the karaoke community in general. I guess like another strange situation and why I like, our community is that, we were singing karaoke. There was this drunk guy that came in really, really plastered. Like, I don't even know how he walked in through the door. And he just kept saying, I'm looking for Nancy. I'm looking for Nancy. So we didn't have a Nancy in the building. I didn't know which Nancy there is. That's a pretty common name. So we were trying to sober him up. Like, get the pickle juice. And we're feeding him things and hoping that he'll sober. He's like, no, I'm going to go drive. Grabbing his keys. We grabbed the keys away from him. And then we walked him home. He lived right next door. So it was okay. We walked him home. And then we just made sure he went up to his apartment. Me and 2 Chainz Bill, he was there.
2 Chainz. I like how Bill's name constantly changes. Diamond Bill.
It's always Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy Bill.
Zaddy Daddy Bill.
But you went out of your way to make sure he's safe.
Well, yes, and other, regulars also came around to check in on him as well. And again, like I said,
cool.
Bill, yeah,
That's dating for you, man.
Yeah, I love it. I love that about it. Is that even if we don't even know this guy, let's take care of him, make sure he doesn't kill anybody on his way out, and have him go home. So, I mean, there's not really that many crazy situations. I mean, yeah, we stand on tables. Sometimes we're throwing keys, throwing wallets, throwing things, but
Money.
Throwing hat.
Money. Yeah. I did make $100 on Lose Control one night. We talked about that the last time. It was all in singles. It was interesting.
A friend of mine, me and a bunch of friends of mine, we went to a Tuesday show.
Yeah. OE.
Yeah, and he did Lose Control, and this guy was so enamored with it. Gets up. I don't know where he got the singles from. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't think I've ever had 100 singles ever in my wallet. Like
and
that.
he just made it rain, and Joe's looking at me like, is this money mine?
I was like, the song was over and it was all just still on the floor. I'm like, if I pick it up, I'm keeping it, man. Like, but yeah. So that was a good. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
With your story, it would have been weird if an old woman comes in and it's Nancy looking for that guy.
Ooh,
I said,
full
sorry,
circle.
Nancy. He's right over there. We took him to his apartment.
You just missed him.
Full circle. I like that.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Shout out to Nancy. I do know a Nancy.
Yeah, we know a Nancy. I don't know if it's, and the Nancy I know is like a karaoke OG. It probably is the same Nancy.
Oh, she is.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I wonder if that was he was looking for that Nancy.
Could have been. He's probably thinking she was supposed to be DJing or something.
I don't think she DJed at that location because it was on the one on it's like 3rd Street or something. Not 3rd Street.
Okay.
It was near the library.
Either way,
Yeah.
pretty good chance it was that Nancy.
Probably was.
If it was a
I
karaoke.
guess it's safe to say that it might be.
It is very
Yeah.
50-50.
Yeah.
But the only other weird story I got is probably the baseball thing.
Oh yeah, you need to share that. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, no names.
I don't even know the name actually. Yeah, to be honest,
he knows his name.
He probably doesn't. I've never seen this gentleman before that day, and I have not seen him since. But It was I had this. I mean, there was one of my Moeller Brew Barn karaoke shows, which is as you may or may
Not a
not,
sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but as you may or may not know, that's just right across the street from Day Air Field where the Dragons play.
They have good food.
Good food.
Not a sponsor.
Yes, but
Want a sponsor though?
Yes.
yeah,
Thank
we
you.
could.
Thank you.
Hey, we got a lot of venues we can shout out for sponsors.
Yes.
But no, this guy's sitting by himself at a table with his back to the baseball field, which is important to the story. He's facing me. I'm DJing the show, and as always, and it's the beginning of the night, so there's not very many people in the bar. It's like 6 people maybe total, and then staff behind the bar. So he's sitting on his own hemisphere of the brewery, and it's a big tap room, so big room. And I'm hosting, and whatever. And all of a sudden, I see the guy out of the corner of my eye. I saw him violently grab like the back of his head, like something just rocked him, and he's, dazed. He's looking around. He looked really angry for a minute, and I'm like, I didn't see anything happen. I'm facing. There's nobody in there. I'm looking at essentially an gigantic empty room, and I didn't see anything happen. So I'm curious. I'm watching this guy violently try to figure out in like super intense like manner what happened and what hit him, and he realized after a few seconds that there's nobody around him. So nobody walking on the street. There's no baseball game going on. There were some players doing drills on the field, but no game. And nobody else in the tap room, with the exception of a couple. And so I see his anger turn to confusion. And I don't want him to see me looking, because I don't want him to think that I did anything, because this guy, he's keyed up, man. Like, he's like, what happened?
Like a nervous bystander.
Super, yeah, like
No eye contact.
super intense. Like, but I want to know. I'm curious, and I'm like, what did happen? Like, I was thinking like maybe some water dripped on him or something, but I'm thinking like, no, you don't react that way to a little bit of water. Like, and so finally I call up. Let's see, which name should we use this time? $1 Billion Bill.
Oh,
I call up $1 Billion Bill to sing a song, and he takes this kind of long route to get to the microphone. And next thing you know, I hear him go, "Hey!" He bends down. He goes, "Whose baseball is this on the ground?" And I'm like, "Wait a minute, Bill. Did you just find that?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's just on the ground." And then I hear this guy, the voice from across all the way in the other end of the tap room. "Something hit me about 15 minutes ago in the back of the head, and I've been trying to figure out what it was." And I was like, "Holy crap, dude, are you good?" Like that's a baseball.
Wait, he stayed for 15 minutes after.
He actually stayed for the rest. He sang a song later.
Oh, wow.
He stayed for the rest of the karaoke show. He actually said he had a really good time, but he was there by himself. Didn't meet anybody there. He was there the whole time by himself, and like, I did a rangefinder on where we were to the home plate where that ball came from, and it was like 500 feet. So I don't know. Maybe they're juicing over there at Day Air Field. I'm not really sure.
Barry Bonds.
Yeah, I mean, but that's exactly my thought. I was like, dude, Barry Bonds couldn't have hit. I mean, he could, but that's a bomb for even someone like that. So I'm thinking it bounced off the street or something, but it hit him. It hit him good. I mean, I didn't see the impact, but I saw the reaction, and you don't react that way unless you got hit pretty good. So that was a weird day. It was probably a lot weirder for him than me, but still weird for me.
Yeah.
But it was hard for me after I figured it out. It was hard to keep my composure for a while, because I have a weird sense of humor, and I'm thinking in my head.
Oh, I think we all do.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like,
You're
what?
in good company.
Yeah, and all I could think about was when this guy realized nobody immediately did anything to him. If you get hit with a baseball and you don't see anything around, I could not stop thinking about what had to be going through his head. Like, did he think it was a ghost?
Yeah.
Did he think?
He was looking around the table.
Did he? Yeah, like, did he think like? Did he think he? Yeah, did he think he was like in a got shipped to an alternate timeline where somebody punched him in the back of the head and then zapped back?
Or a midget just walked by.
Yeah,
whacked him
like
with a
what
beer
did
bottle,
what was going through his head? Because I can honestly tell you, I don't know what would have been going through mine. If I got hit that hard.
Being a short Asian man, I can say midget. Okay. Just saying.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah. And, yeah, we were talking about your experience about the headlock thing.
Oh, yeah. See, sometimes, if I was going to this one place pretty regularly, and, everybody loves my singing, and I love their singing, and we all chill. But one guy, he just got so comfortable. I didn't know his name. he just put his arm around me while I'm singing, his arm around my neck. And he definitely worked out because I felt his muscles squeezing the life out of my neck. So, that was awkward, singing and trying to act normal while you have this bodybuilder just wrapping his arm around your neck.
It's weird if you find your trachea in someone's armpit. Yeah. It's not the most comfortable
show must
thing.
go on, though. I'm going to finish this song.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if you want me to.
You're a trooper.
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
You got to do it. You got to finish the song.
Yeah. But after that, I kind of looked at him like, can I help you?
You're $1 million winner from Limelight.
Oh,
right?
right.
Is that what he just was trying to shake me down? I see.
Yeah, you wanted
that's what it
that
was.
Millie.
Yeah. And, anything new with you aside from winning the contest? I mean, how does this work? First round, and where does it go from here?
Okay, so tonight, actually, tonight at Kings Point is round number, what is this, 9? 9? No, 8.
8.
Round number 8. So we got 8, 9, and 10. We got 3 more to go to get to our top 10. So
These people that you're gonna eventually go up against?
Yes.
yeah.
Aki.
So she's gonna go. Yeah. So, yes.
Yeah.
I might cook him some eggs,
Just gonna cook some eggs, or just over medium. No big deal. Don't worry about it.
Scrambled eggs.
Yeah. But no, the contest is cool, man. And it's I know that I have mixed feelings about it from my point of view. But I one thing I can promise is that the top 10 show, that finale is gonna be a show. I mean, it's gonna be something that I feel like that people in town and Dayton and anywhere really, if you're into hearing vocals, if you're into hearing singers.
Again, where's this gonna be?
I'm not sure. I'm just working some stuff out for that. Yeah,
Check.
It's not. It's actually. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm. What I'm trying to do. I've got a choice of a few, and I'm trying to.
It's in the works.
It is. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I had a venue, but now I feel like the show is going to draw enough people that I've got a couple others on the table. So I'm trying to figure out what the best for everybody is, and just go from there. But not in a bad. I don't mean it's not settled in a bad way. It's a good thing actually. But no, I believe a lot in the talent that that's going to be there that day, and it's going to compete and really doesn't. I know it's easy for me to sit there and say that, but it's hard enough to win one of the monthly ones.
We got one of the best,
It's I mean,
we invited one of the best.
No shade, no tea to my competition.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Shanita is fantastic. I mean, Shanita is one of the ones that. It's not very often that when I hear so many singers every day, every week, every month for 3 years. It's not very often that I'll hear somebody that I'll hear for the first time and remember their name and remember what they sang.
Yeah.
And Shanita is one of probably 15 people that's ever happened to me with. So it's nicely done. Now, she's super talented. And for people listening or that will listen, if you've never been to a Limelight show, it's not your typical karaoke show. There's some really, really, really dynamic singers that come out, and Shanita being one of them. And December finals, there's going to be 10 people right there at her level that are singing for a grand and a year's worth of paid gigs with me. So it's something I think is going to be fun to watch and fun to listen to, and regardless of where it is, I'm looking forward to hosting it for sure.
And I want to know where your mindset is, or how different it is if you were to go up on a regular karaoke day as opposed to being a contestant. You're actually being judged when you do the other. So do you wear a different mask?
I approach the competition just like if it was regular karaoke. Like my friends and I were just saying, okay, we're just gonna have fun. Yeah. We are going to have fun, and we're going to sing. Shout out to Darby. I was so terrified of Darby.
Another round winner, by the way.
Another round winner.
Oh.
I think she was round 6.
Yes. Oh man, I'm so scared of her still. And Jen. Shout out to Jen. And Daniel.
Our Jen.
Jen.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jen Hall, yeah.
Gorgeous Jen. Yeah. So, anyways, that competition. I'm just gonna sing a song that I love, that I can sing with my eyes closed. that I can sing easily. So I did "Don't Stop Believing," "Journey," a standard, everybody's karaoke song, right? So
From a little known band.
little known band. Yeah. So. I just approach it the same though. It's just I love singing, and if I win, that's great. I get some money. Thank you for the $200. If I lose, well, I'm not going to stop doing karaoke. So I mean, either way, I either make $200 and have fun, or just have fun. So that's what it is.
Good
And
way to
I'll be a
look
little
at it.
salty,
Oh, that's
but
That's a good way to look at it. That's the part I don't like. That's the part I wish I could avoid, but I only got so much money to give out.
I mean, this thing could get traction, and we can get some sponsors, and just.
I'm looking at DLM actually. There's something I'm working on with Dorothy Lane Market as a sponsor.
Oh, I love Dorothy Lane Market.
Me too.
My
Shout out to Dorothy Lane Market.
yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, their products are top of the line.
Yeah.
For sure. No, but it's gonna be. I am like super happy to hand money to people when they win, and I know what that feels like. I've only won one of those contests my whole life, so it's like I used to try a lot, and then I'd always get in the finals and get in the top 3, top 5, whatever you want to call it, whatever that contest was doing, but it's fun when you finally win one. I mean, and so
It was a shock for sure.
it's I mean, because you don't know. I mean, you don't know. We talked about this a little bit last time I was on. But like, you don't know what the judges are looking for. I don't even know what they're looking for. I'm surprised by half the scores I get sometimes. I'm just like, okay, I'm
It's
going.
very subjective. I mean,
For sure.
especially when you have the best of the best, like up there on stage.
Yeah, it's a very. I mean, I'm convinced. I am convinced that the best, at least the ones that I've heard, the best vocalists I've heard in Dayton are all in this competition or have already won it and will be competing, in December against each other. Like I truly feel that way. Like I don't think it's lip service. I don't think I'm just trying to build my brand. I actually really feel that the singers that have won are among the best singers in town. So if you want to see a good free show, keep an eye out for the contest. Tonight's one of them, and then the finals I think are going to be nuts. So
I do agree 1,000% because it's showcase as small as Dayton is, and then you come up with this number of people that can belt it out. It's just that the ratio is amazing.
I'm still waiting on you to try out, man.
No, just
Just for fun.
I mean,
I can't spend my money fast.
I'll waive your $10 entry fee even for having me on the podcast.
Speaking of showcasing, as a finale for this podcast, I came up with a little. It's not a game, but it's a little treat for you guys. Because
Oh yeah.
you know how people would make an argument. Hey, does the equipment make the singer, or
Oh yeah.
is the singer a singer in whatever instrument they use? So.
Oh yeah. I get accused of soundboard acrobatics. Oh, you're just doing stuff on the
There you go.
soundboard.
Aw, man.
I'm like, oh, come on
Exhibit
now.
A.
Oh, lovely.
So we're gonna take a break. So we'll set this up, and then we'll come back with a sample from these two super talented.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
I'm down.
You're
Yeah,
down?
we're down.
I'm down.
Yes.
Oh, so we're doing an acapella style.
Oh yeah, we could.
I'm in.
It's not like we can hear ourselves pretty well.
I can't hear myself very well.
Do you have a song?
I'll do something a cappella. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I'll do an acapella song. I think I'll do do you want the whole song or just a portion, just a verse?
For copyright issues, we just have to.
Just a line or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
Okay.
Like, well, not a line or two, but maybe. I was thinking, because
a verse.
A verse?
Yeah.
Should I do it loud, or should I do a loud song or a quiet one? Because I might just do a chill song because it's raining outside. I like
Yes.
the ambiance of it.
Yeah, like a Nora Jones-esque.
Okay. So take from me what you want, what you need. Take from me whatever you want, whatever you need. But lover, please stay with me. that's it.
There it is. Hell yeah.
Hold on, let me savor that moment. Very transcendental.
So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking I was gonna go with something a little soulful. So shout out to Mark Broussard. This is his cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. So it's if you ever change your mind without leaving me behind, baby, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving, bring it on home to me. Yeah. I can keep going, but yeah,
That's great.
it's just some.
A duet.
Ooh,
Can we do the chorus to your song?
which one?
Lose.
Oh yeah. Sure. So
Yes.
so the chorus.
I'm
Yeah. Do you want me to lead it?
Yeah, no, I'll harmonize with you. Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Or how about the breaking my? Start from there if you don't mind.
You're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me.
I
Lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, you breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I want to work on that
I
one.
like that.
Okay. Yeah.
This is why I hate you guys.
I want to work on the harmonies for that one. See,
Anytime you want to, if I'm singing it, and you just come up.
That's my whole point. I mean, if you sound that good when I just put you on the spot, that means you guys are good.
We work at it, man. I mean,
You know what I mean?
It's
It's something innate. You know.
Why don't you do one? You talking about you're not a say. I mean, you
You're
don't,
so
don't if you don't want to, but don't if you don't want to.
Well, no.
but-
The whole point of this exercise is to showcase you guys.
But you're a Limelight singer too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want, but I'm just telling you, if you've never heard him, he's good.
Before you go,
There it is.
was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better?
There it is.
See?
You got that pleasant, that breathy, high-pitched voice, man. That's like,
Beautiful.
you can't buy that, man.
That's how I get the ladies, man.
That's
I
true. I'm
fight
sure
them
you
all.
do.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. Another episode. I mean, you got any parting words?
I mean, no. Whoever listens, thanks again for listening, and thanks for your, the community's support has been awesome for Limelight. Thanks to you guys, Shanita and Warren and V, and all you guys for doing all this and having me on and having us on, and for your support around town. And once again, Limelight Entertainment. If you're not following us on social media, look for the green microphone logo and follow us around town. We do a bunch of fun stuff.
Right on your chest.
Right on my shirt, right here. I wore an old one today, but yeah, this one's been around for a while.
Yeah. Just thanks, Joe. Shout out to Limelight Entertainment, the best karaoke group in all of Dayton. I'm just saying it. And then thanks so much for the karaoke community. You guys you guys made the experience as well. So shout out to you guys. I look forward to hearing you guys sing tonight. Thanks.
It is a therapy, right?
Yeah, it is therapy.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me over here. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, we appreciate you coming.
Yeah, thanks.
So, again, thank you guys. If you listen, thank you.
Yeah.
Just leave a comment of what we can do to improve the show, because we would try to make this a regular thing.
Yeah, I really enjoy this, and I think it's. I think if people listen, I think they'll enjoy. I keep telling people, like, I'm like you, Shanita. I'm my own toughest critic, and if I don't think something is good, something that I did is good, I'm not going to tell somebody to consume it and look at it or watch it or listen to it. Yeah. I think these are fun. So like when I was telling people about it, I'm like, look, I wouldn't say this if I didn't think it was good, but just give it a shot, listen to it. So like, yeah, I think it's fun, and I think it's good for the community.
Because what I thought was, when you first agreed to this, is that you guys are just being nice. Like, let's humor this old man.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Not
I
at
watched
all.
the last one. It was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was wonderful. It gave us more information about you, Joe, and just, the behind the scenes information, which I thought was really helpful. So.
And the humanity about karaoke.
Yes.
I don't want to sound corny, but there is.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you get up on stage, you you shed some of your inhibition, and it's, like I said, it's safer than skydiving.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, I genuinely care about all the regulars. Like, I care about how they're doing. I care about their home life, their family life, their ups and downs. This is a people business. It's entertainment, and it's like you have to. If you don't care about your people, then you won't have anybody. So like you have to put. I always I get asked sometimes by other people that want to do something like I've started other places. I've had a guy that's asked me to mentor him, which is something I've never thought that I would be asked to do. Yeah, I'm like,
Skywalker.
Sure you want to do that, buddy?
I know.
So like, I'll give it my best shot. But but I've enjoyed doing that. And one of the recurring themes is I've noticed the DJs that have trouble keeping gigs and have trouble booking gigs and getting a following and getting people to come to their shows. They make it about them, and you can't do that. It's like, it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor or famous or nobody. That show's got to be about your people, and if you don't make it that way, you're not going to have a show for long.
I agree.
So I want all of the people that listen and come to my shows, and I know that I'm busy a lot. I know it's running shows and how busy can I be, but I take it seriously. I try to make everybody sound good. I try to make sure I say I network my way. I thank people for coming but like, it's because I genuinely care. I'm not trying to, that's what's nice about it for me I'm not trying to gain anything out of it. I just really enjoy everybody. And, if I think somebody's like in a rough spot, or we've had people go through health stuff, and I check on them, man. Like if I haven't seen somebody in a show in a month, and I'm used to seeing that person every week, they're getting a message from me, So.
No, I mean, the world's crazy enough, and I don't want to make it crazier by not having karaoke. So this is just not about Limelight. I mean, if you can't make the drive to a Limelight thing, support your own karaoke.
There's good ones out there, man. There's good DJs out there, and you know them when you see them. And there's a lot of bad ones, but there's also a lot of good ones. Just like anything else, any other industry, there's good and there's bad.
Limelight's the best.
I try, man. I try. I hear that around here a lot, and it's satisfying and flattering for me to hear it, because when I started it, all I wanted to do was build a show that I would want to go to, and like use ideas that I've had and have pitched to other DJs, and they just kind of like, I don't feel like doing any of that. Like they've been doing it a long time. They're burnt out. I'm like, all right, man. Like I feel like I could maybe do something that might work, that people would like. So I really just kept that, and I still keep that in mind. Like whenever I think about doing something different, like what would I want? What does the average karaoke hardcore? And I know those people. I'm one of them. So it's like I understand how we think,
right.
So I make my decisions.
The karaoke anonymous.
But I do. I guide Limelight in that way.
I'm 3 days clean.
Yeah, that's more than me.
8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours, something like that. And it's gonna be. I'm not gonna be clean for much longer either. Yeah, it's coming soon. It's like in a few hours. I'm gonna be right back at it.
Yeah. Well, again, I thank you guys. I mean, this is. I just hope it gets better each time.
Yeah.
I know I fumble as a host once in a while, but if I have guests as good as these people, I mean, it's going to be a good episode always. So again, I thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Limelight.